Well, the first thing to say is that I love this painting. As soon as I see it, I feel happy. To be honest, I don't know exactly what the subject is. I mean, it's definitely abstract, but I don't think you always have to understand art. I mean, what I notice most about the painting are the colours.
The first word that comes into my head about the painting is comic. In some ways, I think it's a very funny painting, but the title isn't funny. Really, my interpretation of the painting should be that it's tragic, because it's quite a serious theme. So actually, there is a difference between the serious title and the comic book picture.
This painting is easily explained by the title. The title and painting go really well together. It's quite a normal street, nothing special. Maybe New York, I expect. But it seems very sad to me. Maybe that's because there's nobody in the picture. It certainly makes me think of a typical quiet Sunday morning.
Yes, I love the green in this painting, and I love the contrast with the orange, the red, the yellow. I get a feeling from the colours and shapes. Actually, although it's abstract, it reminds me of writing. It looks to me like somebody practising the letter E or the letter O, writing it again and again.
I think good art makes you think. And I like this painting because it makes you think about what art is. You know, you expect art galleries to be full of serious old paintings, but this painting is modern and fun. I don't think art always has to be serious and traditional. I often read comics, and I think comic artists are really good artists too.
I think the artist wants to express sadness and loneliness in the painting I'm describing. I think that's why art is important. It helps us express and feel certain emotions. It's interesting because the street where I live looks different from this place, but the feeling of an early Sunday morning is very similar. In fact, it makes me want to take a photo of where I live early on a Sunday morning.
I know that it looks a bit childish. For example, you can see some of the paint dripping. It isn't perfect, but I don't think a painting has to be perfect. What it has got is energy and life. I don't think it's easy to paint something like this, and I like it because it makes me want to try to paint something similar myself. I find it very inspiring. Personally, I think that's what art is for, to inspire you to make something yourself.
Actually, this painting is also quite surprising because it has words in it too, which doesn't usually happen in traditional painting. But then again, in some ancient Egyptian and Greek paintings, they also have words. So maybe this isn't so unusual. Anyway, art doesn't have to follow any rules, and that's what makes it exciting.
Although the picture I'm talking about is sad, it is also beautiful and in some ways optimistic. I mean, I like the way you can see the light of the early morning. Perhaps it's symbolic. Maybe it's going to be a good day in the end. A painting like this is like a scene in a film or a novel. You want to know who lives in this street and how they're going to spend Sunday. I think art helps you escape your world and imagine other worlds.